Right, so now we've got the new Predator, and this is the Predator X. What is this? XN3 gaming monitor. So if you're looking and you're in the market for a new monitor, this will probably be the place to look and check out for your monitors, because I've got a plethora of monitors on here, especially all the Acer ones as well. Now, this is the same sort of setup from the previous video before, so you can check that video out as well. Link in the description down below, so it'll take you there. Check that video out, check this one out. On the back of this controller, actually saying that, it looks pretty awesome, don't it? It's got quite a lot of room there for your cables and your stuff. More like some stands take up so much room and stuff. This looks pretty cool. So you've got a, is this a free stand? Yeah, it's got a little stand at the back, two stand there. So you swivel left and right, and then you've got pan up, pan down. So left and right, pan down, up and left and right, pan. And then you've got twist to the left and portrait mode, twist to the right. And as you can see, it says NVIDIA 3D Vision and G-Sync. So we have a NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti in there. And we've got the menu button, which is a joystick. And then these little functions on the side here. I'm sure these have got USB 3 on the side, so two USB 3s on the side as well. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons. This one turns it off at the top, and then I press it again, says on, nice little Predator logo, and the video G-Sync right there. So it boots up, and got that button there, which is assigned to nothing, and this one is, which is the third one. And if I click off of that one, it brings me back into that menu. Right, so what we want to do is we want to get out of here first, start again. So we've got the main menu button, which is joystick button, which I'm pressing. So I'll press it in again. And we've got picture mode, so you've got the brightness, which is here. Then contrast, blue light. So obviously, when you're playing games and stuff, it affects some people's eyes where they've looked at the screen too long. And as you can see, there's a little target screen or aim pointer thing there. I'm gonna turn that off in a second. And then we've got dark boost as well, so it's like different levels of seeing your enemies and stuff, so you can obviously just activate that with 3 hits into the brightness, so you can obviously see your enemy in the dark shadowing mess, and then you can just get him and that it's done. You've got adaptive contrast as well, so it's on and off. That looks pretty strong as well. And we've got the color, so we've got gaming. If I click into that, gaming 1.9, a lot more brighter, 2.2, 2.5, and then gaming obviously. And then you've got warm, and then you've got normal, then it should have cool, then blue light, then user. So user's defined for yourself, so I have it on normal. And we've also got down here as well, saturation, and then when you go into user defined, you can change the colors there. 6 axis colors. So you've got red color, green color, blue color, cyan color, yellow color, magenta color, and that means you can mix all your colors until you find what you're looking for. You've got your audio, it's on 100% at the moment. Then you've got gaming, so you've got overdrive, which is on extreme, and then you've got off, and then you've got normal. So you'll have it on extreme at the moment. I've got my icon on at the moment, so I'll turn that off. And then you've got on-screen display, so you've got different languages. On-screen timeout, it's on 10 seconds at the moment. It goes way up to 1 minute 20. And you've got transparency, so go into here, and then obviously it makes it really light, depending on the percentages you want to do. And then we've got system, we've got input, HDMI, display port and stuff like that on the back there. Hotkey assignment, so you can assign a key to whatever you want to on the button here, and then it will work, and then you can press it once and it'll bring you straight to that menu. Wide mode aspect, so you got 1.1 and then normal aspect ratio. And then we've got deep sleep, then we've got quick start mode, and we've got power up, power off USB charge, so screen goes off, still charges your device. So I think that's all pretty useful to have. At the moment, max refresh rate 60 Hz on normal 1920 by 1080 resolution. And no, we don't want to, we're just going to exit that. Display, so it's at 60 Hz at the moment. And bring this over here. We've got monitor, Hey, 144 hertz. So apply and keep changes. Okay, so that's really cool. So you do get quite a bit of functionality with this. You get the up and down movement. Bloody hell, that's really easy to like maneuver around. And then you can, I think I've gone through all of this already. So, and let's test the gaming out on this screen. This is the Predator range, and it looks really small and thin. It's got a very thin bezel. It's easy to function as well with the buttons and that. I really do like it. Let's go, let's test it out. So as you can see, that I'm directly into the sun right now, and it's not really affecting my gameplay. I can see the screen, and I'm a little bit slightly offset on right hand side as well. And then I'm just testing out PUBG quickly, and I can hear people talking in the background. Oh, not this hello again. Right, this is very smooth at 144 frame rates a second. It's very smooth, and it's only a 1920 by 1080. It does look very clean. It almost looks as clean as 2K. You wouldn't even notice you're even playing this at 4K. It's really quite cool. Alright, just need to see where this dude wants to go. I'm just going to show like real quickly what it's like. I'm not going to get too involved in the game, because I could see myself getting really involved in it. But that's the whole point of having a good gaming screen, isn't it? So if I go into the menu here and I go to, where is it? I go to gaming, you can see the difference as well, where if I want to see an enemy, it'll be brighter at 1.9 gamma, 20.2, 2.5. And then if I go to, back to, where is it? Do I have it on call? Normal. And let's check out what extreme does. Should make the game flow nicer. There we go. So if I go into dark boost, you can see it brightens it up. So level 2, level 3, and then off. So we'll have it on, off at the moment, because I don't really need it. But it shows that if you want to find your enemies, you're more serious on this game and not being spotted, and you want to spot them, then you can do. All in all, very clean, hardly any breakages in the game. We'll check out the settings in a minute. Right, now we're going to go through the settings on here. So, where is it? As you can see, 144 hertz. I've got a 400 nit screen, so it's brighter. So if you're playing within a more lit room, 400 nits is nice and bright. It does hurt your damn eyes though. Let's go and try this UFO thing on here. So UFO test, and there we go. So at the moment we've got 144 frame rates per second, which is this screen. The Predator 72 is half of it, and 36 is half of that. So it's pretty good. It's pretty smooth. It looks clean to me. Let's drop in some more UFOs in there. 9 frame rates per second, 18 frame rates per second, 36 frame rates per second, 72 frames per second, and this screen 144 frames per second. I take the stars out. You can see the ones that are really wobbling are the ones at the bottom. So 36 frame rates per second, some people play on that. 72 frames per second, which is kind of like 60, and 144. The screen is handling it just enough. where you can't see that much ghosting, but if you go for their better range in their monitors, you'll be able to get all of this sort of stuff already sorted. But this is kind of like a really good entry price that has a little functionality, and it carries the Predator range, and it's got G-Sync, and you can go into different functions and we could sort different things out. So if I go into the NVIDIA control panel, I'm sure I can sort some different things out. So set up G-Sync, enable full screen, enable windowed full screen. Obviously this graphics card is what it is. I need to go in there and update things as well. So I don't know, with my NVIDIA, there we go. I probably need to update this as well. Anyway, this screen is fabulous. Predator range, it's really thin, easy to use. Price is around 358 upwards. I'll leave a link in the description down below. It's got plenty of room to put your cables and that. It's only a 24.25 inch screen, and I'm sure that this screen, I am so sure that this screen is a TN screen. It's an LED screen then. I thought this was a TN screen. I might have to check that out. It says LED, but... Oh yeah, TN, there you go. Twisted, was that pneumatic film, TN film. It does have like some sort of filter over the top. It does look like that, but I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I like it. So you've got all the connections that you can connect to it as well. So you've got your display port, your HDMI, and whatever else you've got on the bottom. I can't remember. HDMI, 2 USB 3s. You've got 2 on the side here, you've got 2 underneath, so you've got an upstream as well. So the one that you normally have in the printer, you can connect that up. So it's got a plethora of buttons, and you've got a little on audio as well if you choose to do so. But if you're interested in getting a screen and you've got like your NVIDIA graphics from 1050, 1050 Ti and all the way up to RTX 2080 Ti, then this screen will be good for you, definitely 100%, because it runs very smooth, very clean, it's fluid. I didn't feel any breakages when I was playing the game. I was snapping backwards and forwards. I checked the frame rate counter and it's all true what it does. But the only thing is what I'm not too sure like is where it's got, where is it? The gaming feature, where it's got extreme overdrive and it's got normal and it's got off. I don't really know if that's actually helping at all. I just went in there, manually set it all up, and it was no different. I didn't really notice anything different. But the whole screen, compared to the other screens that I've done with Acer, this is a very nice screen. Thin bezel, as I said, very light. It's not too light. It's pretty sturdy on the screen, easy to like lift up and down with the finger, and you can do. It's just so simple, and it's just nice. Anyway, links in the description down below. Subscribe, share, follow me on all social media platforms. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Roger and out.